What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another free pick video. Today I got 3 of my favorite NBA player props for Friday. I got a straight bet for the NBA playoffs for Friday, and then we're going to cap it off with the Hail Mary parlay as always. Before we get into the free picks, guys, let's do a quick recap on how the day went. We are officially on an absolute heater. Okay, we haven't missed a single pick in the NBA playoffs. I gave out the under in the Clippers Nuggets game on the last video for today. It was one of the easiest bets of all time. Okay, it started off a little sketchy. Both teams, they were hitting threes, making every shot. But by the end of the game, we had over 17 points to spare. Okay, so we had under 217.5 here, and the final score finished at 200. So just an easy winner. That moves us to 6-0 on NBA playoff bets. Just a quick recap on the last 6 bets that I've given you guys for the playoffs. So 6 days ago, we had the Knicks in game 1. Okay, and then we had the Warriors in game 1. And then we had the Clippers in game 2. And then we had the Lakers in game 2. Then we had the Rockets in game 2. And then tonight, obviously, we had the under and the Nuggets Clippers. So we were just on an absolute tear. So we're going to keep it rolling. The player prop that I gave you guys as well, we had Jalen Brunson over 24.5 points. He had 30, easy hit. We had Jamal Murray over 16.5 points. He had over 20. That was another easy hit. And then the last play, we had Ja Morant over 20.5 points. He got hurt in the first half. He had 15 points when he got hurt. So most books, they should have voided that for you guys. Mine hasn't updated on my end, so I don't know if it voided. But everything that I'm reading from all these different apps, they're tweeting that Ja Morant is going to be voided. So that should be a winner for you guys. I mean, if I was a betting man, I would assume Ja Morant would have had 6 more points in 2 quarters. So that was just beautifully crafted. It's unfortunate Ja got hurt. Obviously, they ended up blowing that 29-point lead. Just an insane game. But that's what we call a sweep. So we are officially hot again, guys. Over in VIP, not the greatest day. We had under 2.5 running backs taken in the first round of the NFL draft. That one hit. So that was beautifully crafted. I figured Genty was going to go early and then Hampton was going to go late first round. It's exactly what happened. The only thing I was praying that didn't happen was someone gets Henderson. So luckily it didn't happen, and we cashed this one. Okay, the next one, we had Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, it was a perfect bounce back spot for them at home. They had Vasilevsky. The best team, or the best offense in the entire NHL, didn't score a single goal. So it was 1-0 the entire game. If they would have just scored 1 goal, we would have at least went to overtime, and had a chance. But obviously they pulled their goalie at the end of the game, and they allow an empty netter. They lose 2-0. So just, I mean, you can't even make it up, honestly. That's just unbelievable. 0 goals, like, dude, come on. So that one stung. I also had that one in my ladder challenge. For those of you who follow me on Threads, we were on day 3 of the ladder challenge, turning $10 into 10,000. We had the Lightning, and they fucked us. And then the last one we had Rangers plus 1.5. They lost by 1, so that hit. We had the Thunder money line. Obviously, they had an insane comeback. And then we had the Vegas Knights. I don't know why I keep doing this. We had the Vegas Knights plus 2.5, and they lose by 3. Once again, the Vegas Knights as a favorite. We get the alternate spread just to play it safe, and they fuck us again. So we got double fucked by hockey today over in VIP, but thankfully the NFL draft bet came through, and thankfully our YouTube picks came through. So overall, pretty solid day. But let's see here. If you guys are wanting to get my picks, whether it's free picks, VIP picks, head over to winnable.com/bookiebandits. I'll drop that link down in the description. But you guys can get texted my plays every single day. All you have to do is subscribe to any of these plans, whether it's the free plan, any VIP package. Turn on SMS, and then whenever I post my plays on here, you're just going to get a text alert with a link that'll bring you right to my picks. So take advantage of that, guys, and let's go ahead and get into the free picks. Like I said, we got 3 NBA player props that I absolutely love, and I got another NBA play for you guys. We're just going to keep the train rolling. We're on a heater. Even after yesterday, I said, we're undefeated on NBA playoff bets so far. But I made sure to knock on wood after I made that video, so I'm going to do the same thing tonight. But let's get into this, guys. First player prop. Pretty simple, okay? Jaylen Brown over 19.5 points. He's hit this in 2 out of his last 5, 4 out of his last 10, 11 out of his last 20, 42 out of 65 on the year, hitting at a 65% clip. Not great, I'll be honest, but the equation is simple, guys. Jason Tatum is doubtful again tomorrow. We sniffed it out last time Tatum was out, and what did he do? He put up 36. So the fact they're giving us 19.5 over at Underdog, it's an absolute steal. It's an absolute bargain. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts up another 30-plus point game. So Jaylen Brown over 19.5, that's the first play. Next one. Dame Dalla over 17.5 points. He's hit this in 3 out of his last 5, 7 out of his last 10, 15 out of his last 20, and 50 out of 60 on the year, hitting at an 83% clip. This one, the reason I like this one is because, one, it's Dame's second game back after his injury. So that first game back after, sitting out for a couple weeks, you're always rusty. Like, I don't care who it is, you're always going to be rusty. You might be a little sore. So this is his second game back. So I already love that. And I believe the series is going to Milwaukee as well. Let me just double check. I'm like 99% sure. The series is going to Milwaukee. So he's going to be at home. He's going to be fired up. I'm sure you guys have been seeing the videos of Dame and the Pacers just talking mad shit to each other, especially Tyrese Halliburton. So I think this is a statement game for Dame. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes out and drops 25-30 tomorrow. So I absolutely love that play. The dude's going to be hucking threes from 39 feet. He's going to be hucking threes from the logo, off balance, fade away. So look out for Dame Dalla. Massive game loading for him tomorrow. Before I get to the last pick, make sure you guys download Underdog. Use code BANDIT1. You're going to get a $1,000 deposit bonus. It's legal in all these yellow and green states. And that way you guys can lock in these plays exactly the way I have them. They're all alternate lines. Most apps don't have these lines even available. Underdog does, so we exploit it every single night and we take full advantage. And then we can run it up together. So download Underdog, code BANDIT1. You're going to get a nice little deposit bonus. You'll get a free pick from Underdog as well. And then you can copy my plays every single night. So last play. We're taking all reliable LeBron James over 18.5 points. Okay. He's hit this in 4 out of his last 5, 8 out of his last 10, 14 out of his last 20, 54 out of 72 on the year, hitting at a 75% clip, hitting at an 80% clip over the last 10. Once again, it's the playoffs. It's LeBron. This is a massive, massive game for the Lakers. Really, the Lakers don't have any offense besides Luka and LeBron. Maybe Austin Reeves a little bit every now and then. But to be honest, LeBron and Luka are going to take over this game. I could see LeBron hitting this at halftime, but if not, he should hit this fairly easily by the end of the game. So this is the player prop parlay for you guys. I absolutely love it. I couldn't be any more confident in all three of these picks. So make sure you guys lock this in on Underdog with me. And let's go ahead and get to probably the play that everyone's been waiting to hear. 6-0 run. Can we go 7-0? I think we can. I absolutely love the play. So let's get into it, guys. And also, for all my free picks that I give out to you guys, I lock them in on my Player Profit account. If you guys don't know what Player Profit is, it's a website where you can get funded. You can get a funded sports betting account, okay? These are all the different funding options here. Minimum is $1,000. The max is up to $100,000. Okay, each package has its own price, right? So this one's $30. This one's $125, $250. The $100,000 package is $1,000. The cool thing is, if you guys type in code BOOKIEBANDIT, you're going to get 10% off any of these packages. Okay, and it's simple, guys. All you have to do is pass phase 1, pass phase 2. These phases are the exact same. Once you pass those 2 phases and prove that you're a profitable sports bettor, your account gets funded. Okay, so let's say you get the $100,000 package. You now have $100,000 to bet with. At that point, every 30 days, whatever you profit, you get to keep 70% of the profits. Guys, it's actually absolutely insane the amount of money you can make on this. And the best part is, if you're not confident in your plays, you can literally just copy my plays. I give you guys free plays every single night. And they tend to hit pretty often. So if you guys aren't confident, buy a package, watch my videos, and just copy my exact plays. I lock all of these plays in on Player Profit. So I'm in it with you guys. I'm working on a $100,000 account as we speak. And, you know, we're going to run it through phase 1, phase 2, and then I'm going to get funded. At that point, I'm going to keep 70% of all the profits, and it's going to be a lot. So let's see here. Also, this should be higher. For some reason, the bet from today got graded a no play, so I'm just waiting for that to hit. But as of now, let's see, I put $5,000 on that one today. I think it brought home like a little over $3,000. So my account's going to be around 112, 113,000. And I'm in phase 1 with you guys. So that's what I'm saying. If you guys buy a package, we're in this together. You can just copy my plays. But once I get this to 120,000, which we might be able to get there by the end of the week, I pass phase 1. Okay, and then we go to phase 2. We run it back, and then at that point, they're going to fund me $100,000, and we're going to make a lot of money. So make sure you guys go get a Player Profit account. Use code BOOKIEBANDIT. You'll get 10% off any of the packages. Let's get to the free pick. Let's go to the NBA slate. I was doing a little bit of scheming before I started this video, and I found a play that I absolutely love that I cannot pass up. Let's go over here. Okay, it's going to be the same kind of strategy that we used on the under for the Clips Nuggets game, but it's pretty simple, guys. If we look here, it's going to be in the Pacers versus Bucks game. Okay, let's see, where was it? Boom, right here. Okay, if we look at the spread, as you can see, 57% of the bets are on the Pacers spread. But if you go down a little lower and look here, 88% of the money is on the Bucks spread. Okay, so what this is telling me, this is just my opinion, this is how I read the lines, and it works pretty well for me. 57% of the bets are on the Pacers. Okay, what this is telling me is that this is a massive public play, right? The Pacers absolutely blew out the Bucks the first 2 games. So in everyone's mind, they're thinking, oh, like, we're getting plus money, or we're getting, plus 5.5 on the Pacers. That's free, right? These are all the people that just, they don't really do their due diligence. They don't really know how lines work. They don't know really how sports betting works. They just like to throw down money and have action in on the game, okay, and then go, watch the game with their homies at the bar or whatever. When I see this big of a differential, right? Because when you see 57% of the bets are on the Pacers, that should mean that most of the money is on the Pacers as well. But when you see 88% of the money is on the Bucks, this is telling me that the guys who actually do their research, the guys who know how sports bettings work, they know how to read lines, and they actually throw, a decent amount of coin on these games, they're on the Bucks. Okay, all the sharps are on the Bucks here. So that's exactly what we're gonna do, guys. We're just gonna be on the sharp side here. Most of the public is gonna be on the Pacers, just obviously, right? They won the first 2 games easily. Why wouldn't they be able to cover plus 5.5 in game 3? Guys, the Bucks are at home. Dame Lillard's gonna be healthy again. Giannis is gonna go absolutely nuclear. The Bucks is an absolute mega max tomorrow. Okay. So let's go here. And the line is like 5.5 right now. We're going to do a little bit of an alternate here. Let me find point spread. If I can find like a 2.5 or 3.5, I would feel a lot more comfortable. Don't get me wrong. I think they still could cover that 5.5 fairly easily. I just want to play my cards safe. When I'm putting a good chunk of money on it, I'd rather have, some return rather than no return. So this is going to be the play right here. Milwaukee Bucks minus 2.5. Move this over. Okay, we're going to go ahead and drop a nuke on it. 5 bandos. Bring home a little over 8,100. Bucks minus 2.5. Like it. I absolutely love it. Place that pick. Boom. We are locked in, guys. So the Bucks, to keep our win streak alive, our undefeated playoff streak alive. Who knows? Maybe we can go 7-0. That'd be a complete full sweep, or a week-long sweep for the NBA playoffs. So that'd be pretty sick. I couldn't be more confident, honestly. Maybe I'm just riding this high because everything we touch right now in the NBA is hitting. But who knows? I don't know. I love it, guys. So lock those in with me. Make sure you get your player profit account as well, and let's get your accounts funded. Okay, that's my whole goal. Is I want to help you guys get your accounts funded, and we can all just make bank together. So let's cap this thing off with the Hail Mary parlay, guys. Friday Hail Mary parlay for the NBA slate: Celtics moneyline, Bucks moneyline, Lakers +3. For the NHL slate: Canadians +1.5, Hurricanes moneyline, Oilers moneyline. And for the MLB slate: Mets moneyline, Yankees moneyline, Mariners moneyline, Braves moneyline, Pirates +1.5 with Paul Skeens on the bump. Parlay those up, you're going to get about 233x on your money. Like I always say, don't go crazy on these guys. It's called a Hail Mary parlay for a reason. I'm only going to throw a couple bucks on it, and who knows, maybe we will get lucky. But if you guys made it this far, I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you show some love in the comments if you've been riding these free plays with me and cashing. Smash that like button for me, and make sure you're subscribed. I drop free pick videos for you guys every day, and I love cooking up winners for you guys and winning with you guys. So I appreciate you guys so much, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.